I'm Addison Nichols. I am an offensive lineman at the University of Tennessee, and I am on I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
I'm Tayven Jackson. I play quarterback for the University of Tennessee, and I'm on I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Looking for the most beers on tap? Great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say hey sent you.
The #1 sports podcast in Vancouver with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Ryan Hayes and Big Mike. I Only Touch Greatness podcast
scene in Vancouver. Get down or lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
So we'll start with Addison here. Can you give us a little bit about where you were born and kind of your football story? So obviously ending up with the University of Tennessee.
Yeah, so from Atlanta, Georgia. I started playing football in 7th grade. I started out as a tight end. I played tight end, middle linebacker, outside linebacker, running back, fullback, basically anything but line. And then freshman year, I gained 50 pounds over 2 months and got moved to offensive line. And then started getting offers directly after the season, and one thing led to another, and now we're here at Tennessee. So
Sweet. And same for you, Tayven. Can you give us a little bit of where you were born and your kind of football story?
I was born in 2004 in Greenwood, Indiana. Football has always been in my life. My dad played for the Chiefs back in the day. His brother played for the Vikings, so it's always been installed in my life, and I've always grown up in it. But I've always played quarterback at a young age. Middle school, they actually moved me to running back, and then I was like, that's not for me. So in high school, I went back to quarterback, and the rest is history. And I was fortunate to earn a scholarship to Tennessee and other schools, and I chose Tennessee for a reason. And I couldn't be more proud of the decision I made.
Sweet. Yeah, definitely. And the question you actually led to my next question is I always like to ask you guys, because one chance in your guys' life, you guys get to really pick to where you're going to go after this. Like you were saying, you go to the NFL, you're going to get drafted somewhere, and that's where you're going. So out of curiosity, why did you guys choose the University of Tennessee?
I chose it because mainly the people. I really like the coaching staff here. I love what they're about. I love what they do, what they bring to the table when it comes to the program at Tennessee. I love the fan base. The fan base is by far the most passionate fan base in all of college football, and that really affects the game. Like I know some schools have like the saying, the 12th man. It really is, and they do a fantastic job here, and it's just amazing being here in Knoxville. And then also with the coaches, they bring a great culture to the team. They bring a great atmosphere, and they really push you to be your best, and that's what I love about it.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, it was really what Addie said too. More of my what I think is I chose this school because of the coaches. Like 70% because of coaches, because you're gonna be with the coaches all the time. So you have to have the right coaches. They have to have the right mindset. I think I chose the right school because these coaches are great. Just by being here for 2 weeks, I've learned so much. I damn near know the whole offense already. So that's awesome. That's a big perk. They really get after it in the film room, and they taught me a lot already. But Coach Hype, the minute I met him, I fell in love with the program. I fell in love with what he meant, what he tried to teach me as a football player, even though he hasn't even coached me yet.
Yeah, so, I've heard Tennessee's a lot like a family too. Like the coaches, you guys, like you guys are a big tight knit family. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
good decisions, fellas.
And do you play any other sports or excel in any other sports growing up?
I played a lot of sports. I played football, basketball, baseball, track, golf. I played all of them, but I had to really. It's just every year in high school I had to cut off one. For the other. So I had to cut off baseball for basketball, and then at the end of my high school career, I had to cut basketball for football. So I think I made the right choice.
I think so.
And your brother plays basketball in Indiana, right?
Yeah, he does.
Some solid bloodlines there.
Yeah.
And how about you, Addison?
So I played football, basketball, track and field, golf. I played track. I did track and field all 4 years. Well, I guess 3 because I didn't go this spring semester. And then I did basketball until junior year. And then I did golf my junior year. So that's what I did.
Sweet. And for both of you guys too, any nicknames, and what's your favorite jersey number and why?
Big Tay.
My nickname is really just Tay.
It's just Tay.
Yeah, Tay. So a lot of people call me Tay Jack. So, but my favorite number is 2. It's always been my favorite number. My dad wore it in high school, college, and the league. So I've always been number 2, but can't be number 2 this year.
I guess mine's just Addy, right?
Addy, yeah.
Yeah, mine's probably just Addy. And my favorite number is 72.
Okay.
Any meaning behind it? 72?
Not really. So I got it because when I played basketball in middle school, I I always played with 42 because it was my dad's number in high school. And when I started playing football, I played with 42 because I was a skill position. And then when I got moved to line, they were like, all right, you need a 60s or 70s number. And I was like, oh, well, 72, kind of cool. Same thing-ish. So I'm just going to pick 72 and stuck with it. So
Cool.
And what's one aspect of your game you're each looking to improve?
I'd probably say I feel like for me, it's kind of just that step into the kind of college type deal of things where you can say all this stuff in like high school, like, yeah, I want to get this better and that better. But I feel like I kind of want to get my whole game matured to a college level because it's just such a different breed and there's so much to learn. So that's probably mine.
Okay.
Yeah, mine is probably what Addie just said, but in a quarterback perspective, just being able to adapt to the speed, being able to learn from my O-line and the wide receivers, at a physical standpoint, just gain a little bit more pounds. I'm almost there to what our goal is. Being able to rotate, use my back hip for more velocity and power. But pretty much what Addie said.
Okay. And obviously you got Addison to protect you for the next couple of years there.
Yeah, he's going to be protected, that's for sure.
And who do you guys mirror your game after or try and play like?
I don't really mirror my game after anyone. I like to set my own path. So I kind of like, I don't know. I don't really just look at someone and be like, I want to be like him. I kind of learn and then
take like little things from everybody.
Yeah. And then just kind of play like me and be me.
Yeah. I like what Addie said. I kind of in the same way, but obviously I look up to like Patrick Mahomes. I mean, pretty much every quarterback does, just because the things he's doing is crazy. But I don't want to be like him. I want to be my own person. But obviously, I'll be lying if I don't say I look up to a quarterback.
Sweet. Good one to look up to. I mean, he's one of the best in the game. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even though they couldn't beat my Bengals.
No, and I look up to Joe Shiesty too.
All right.
Do you have any hobbies outside of sports? Like,
I like to bowl.
He's really good at it too. He's really good at bowling.
I like to snowboard, surf.
What? You surf?
Yeah, we're from Cali, bro.
Yeah.
What else? Shoot. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just outside of sports, probably just more sports.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
And what about hidden talents?
The ukulele too. Guitar.
Yeah, throw that in there too.
Yeah, he plays the guitar and ukulele.
He does too.
Yeah.
Cool. And you got any hobbies, Addison?
Yeah, I like to play instruments. I play 3 and I'm learning a 4th.
Wow.
Yeah, the piano, guitar, ukulele, and I'm learning the violin.
Cool.
And I don't know, I like to hang out with friends, like go play like backyard sports, stuff like that. I don't know. Outside of football, it's like it's either sleeping or like hanging out with friends or playing instruments. So
okay.
I guess
yeah. And Tayven, what was it like playing in that Polynesian Bowl? We had another guy on, Will Cuddy, from that game as well.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was a great experience to get out there and learn their culture. That's all that I wanted to do, was go out there, learn the culture of Polynesian. It was just fantastic. It was a great experience. I'd recommend that bowl over any other bowl. The competition was heavy. It was some great competition in that game. The coaches, they knew exactly what they were doing. Their minds were very skilled in what they were teaching. June Jones, my coach, he was a great person, great coach. But it was a great experience. I'm blessed to even be able to go there. and bring my family on the way too, because my dad loves Hawaii, and I was blessed to even take him there.
Who doesn't love Hawaii? It's fucking awesome
exactly.
there.
Especially if you got the ukulele training too going on.
Oh yeah, I played there, and they were like, how do you know how to play? And I was like, I don't know. They're like, that's so cool, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Addison, what was it like getting that interview with? I think it was NBC, wasn't it, that you did one with?
Yeah, yes, sir.
That must have been pretty cool.
It was really, really cool. They like came to my school, set up a bunch of equipment, and like we did the interview, which is probably my worst interview ever. I was sick when I was making it, so that was horrible. But then like we'd like go outside and like shoot some clips, and then we went around the school to different spots and took different shots, and we had the school like bring out a piano onto like our theater stage. So that's where I like was playing the piano and then the ukulele in there. It was really fun. It was a fun experience getting to do that with them and meet them and just kind of speak my story and hear what other people had to say. It was a whole day ordeal. It took a while. We almost got rained out too. So that was thank God that didn't get
that's awesome that it worked. That's awesome that it worked out then. That's good. And for both you guys as well, do you guys have any pregame rituals or routines? Give you guys an example. A couple guys we've had on, they change their laces every game. One guy blows a balloon up with a straw to get his lungs going before the game. Some guys pray in the end zone before the games, like little things like that.
I think it's just me. I like to keep my mind at ease. I like to just control my breathing. I pray before every game. That's the biggest part of when I play, just praying. And then just think about all the what I can do to help the team win, and then go out there and play.
Yep.
Okay. And if you're ever
hold on, Addison.
Go ahead. I forgot.
You said what?
No, same question for you, bud. Addison.
I'd say I usually I always take a pregame nap. I don't really play as well if I don't take that nap. Even if it's like 10 minutes, I always take a nap. And then in high school, we had a tradition where we would walk up and touch the cross tower. It's like a giant wooden cross that's on like the hill next to our field. We'd always walk up and touch it before the games. So can't do that anymore, but that was kind of a tradition I had for 4 years.
You have to find a new one there.
Yeah, right?
Exactly. If you're having a dream dinner party, and you could invite 3 famous people, dead or alive, who do you want to bring to your party? For example, I go Tupac, Seth Rogen, and Paulina Gretzky or Shakira.
Shakira.
Yeah,
right. I'm obviously a Bengals homer, so I gotta have my boy Ocho Cinco there. I gotta have Joe Burrow there, and I gotta have Muhammad Ali there.
Okay.
I'm going Kobe Bryant.
Good one.
Michael Jackson.
Sweet.
And I'm going the boy, Drake.
Okay.
Nice Canadian love.
I don't know. I'm probably going Tom Brady.
The GOAT.
Dang. I don't even know. I'm on the spot. Can't think of names.
Okay, well, if you think of them, throw them in later on.
For real, you can't think
I can't think. I don't know. I never really think about this.
What about like Morgan Wallen or something?
Yeah, all right. Morgan Wallen and Olivia Dune.
Yeah.
Sweet. There you go.
Good one.
There will be no girls at my dinner table.
Yeah.
And do you guys have a dream stadium to play in one day?
What's that?
Dream team to play on one day.
No, dream stadium. Dream stadium
to play on one day.
NFL or any stadium?
NFL.
Either
NFL.
one.
Well, because you guys are already NCAA, so yeah, I'd probably say NFL.
Shoot.
I guess you could want to play in the Colts.
Probably the Packers Stadium.
Packers?
That's like the
Lambeau. Yeah.
That might be the most legendary stadium in the NFL.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to play in negative 18-degree weather. That's all you.
Yeah.
I like the cold.
Yeah, you should. Shit.
The new ranch stadium.
I think it's nice.
Sophie Stadium.
SoFi? I don't know. I'd like to probably play in like Tampa. Oh.
Yeah. Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a good one. Nice warm weather.
It's nice warm weather.
Yeah, exactly. And tax free in Florida.
Yeah, right? Yeah, right.
And some schools do a rookie initiation where you got to sing karaoke in front of your team. What song are you choosing?
Jeez. Oh, what's that song? The tequila song?
Yes, good answer.
Good answer.
I always tell everybody, make sure you choose, if it comes up to choose tequila, you got one word.
Yeah,
tequila,
right.
Lime or just
tequila? It's just like song that goes
like tequila.
Oh, tequila. My song would probably be "Let's Do It Again" by J Bug.
Sweet. Okay.
I always go with Humpty Dance would be my song.
What's his name? Is it old school?
Hey,
yeah,
it's a 90s song, yeah, for sure. Humpty Dance by Digital Underground.
Digital Underground. I know that whole song.
Yeah, me too. That's like the story of my life.
And what's the first thing you guys are purchasing when you sign your first professional contract?
I'm gonna buy my mom either a Porsche or a BMW.
Good kid. Get back to the parents. That a boy.
I'm buying either real estate or some form of stock.
Good call.
Okay. If you were an animal, what would you be?
Black Panther.
Nice.
I would be.
That boy's killer.
It is killer. Something like. Does it have to be like non-extinct?
No,
it can be extinct.
You're going extinct. Dinosaur.
A megalodon.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I would be one of them like prehistoric dinosaur birds that are like huge, but like can walk on the ground, like they can fly and like
a pterodactyl.
Sure.
Yeah.
Pterodactyl. Yeah.
Sweet.
I like that answer. I always go with a dolphin because I look like a dolphin. I got no hair and a nose.
And nothing.
And yeah, exactly. And for both of you guys, who would you say the best player you've played with is and against? So far.
It's gotta be Tayven for me.
Okay.
Good answer.
Any sport.
Sure.
Yeah.
Best player I played with is my brother.
Okay.
Best player I played against. Man.
Best player I probably play with is Will Hardy.
Okay.
He ain't no 3-star, that's for sure. He's like way above that. He's unbelievable.
He's going to North Carolina, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, he's a stud. You'll be hearing a lot about him in the next few years. Will Hardy.
Yeah, best player I played with is my brother. Best player I play against is probably man.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'd probably say mine's Christian Miller.
Okay.
Or Christian Miller, or I can't remember his name. It was my sophomore year. It was a defensive end for North Hall. No, not North Hall. Who was it? I can't remember. But he went to UNC, and that's by far like the best human being I've ever gone against in my life. Like he's He was insane.
I'm going my brother and my brother. Both
Okay,
captains.
sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds good. How was your brother at football, by the way, before he chose the basketball?
Terrible. Terrible. He didn't play football.
Oh, really? Okay.
If he did, he'd be top tight end in college right now.
Okay.
What
And
about
who's better at basketball 1-on-1? You versus him.
I got money on Tay.
I got my money on me.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
There's an if though. If he can't post up.
Okay.
Okay, what about favorite sports hero?
Favorite sport hero?
Probably Mahomes.
I don't know what this one.
Favorite sport hero?
Like, is there anybody you looked up to? As I mean, we already asked you who you mirrored your game after, but I mean, like, was there somebody that's like your superstar?
Like as a kid, were you watching football or watching basketball or watching some other sport, and you're like, "Whoa, this guy's amazing!" Like
Michael Jordan.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess
Michael Jordan, Tom Brady.
That's crazy. We really did grow up watching Tom Brady.
Yeah, you did. He's been around forever.
And
he's
what
alive?
You were alive.
No. I'm saying Tom Brady. He's been playing since before we were born.
Yeah. He's been winning Super Bowls probably before you were born.
That's so weird.
Yeah, like right. He's been playing for 20-something years.
I cannot imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe 2001. I'm not a Brady fan. I'm a Seahawks fan. So
yeah, I think it was 2003. It was his first Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure.
I think he came in 2001.
And what's your favorite Gatorade color for both of you guys?
Blue.
Okay. Favorite sports movie?
Blindside.
Nice.
Sweet.
That's a good one.
Sport movie. Damn, there's so many.
I always go with Remember the Titans. That's my go-to one.
And I'm Rudy.
I like Rudy. Rudy's cool. I'm going with When the Game Stands Tall.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And if a scout or GM were to ask, what do you guys bring to the table or describe your game?
Fast, active in the pocket, smart in decision making, and balls to the wall. I'm playing hard.
Are you learning those flip passes yet? Like Mahomes likes to toss.
Hey, if Coach Hyde wants to put them in there, I can do it.
And Addison?
I'd say for me, probably like passion and effort. They're going to get everything I got out of me every play. And they can rely on me to bring up the guys around me as well and everything I do. So that's probably the biggest thing.
You one of those old linemen that likes to play after the whistle too?
Oh, always.
I love that shit.
What's the best piece of advice you've gained from one of your coaches recently?
Tennessee coach?
No, it doesn't have to be. Any coach. It's something that's with you. That's always been with you, like in your head or something.
My dad was my coach when I was young, and he always taught me always try to be yourself. If you try to be someone else, it's not gonna go well, and you can only be the best you can be, and you can only control the things you can control.
That's a good one.
Yeah, mine's stay true to yourself. Don't get lost in all the craziness of college football and all that. Be who you are and don't change that.
Tayven, did you get to ever see your dad play, or was it before your time?
Never.
No.
Saw him play. Saw some highlights. He was a headhunter. But I always got made fun of because I played quarterback, because he played defense.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish I would have got to see him play. But
big hitter, eh?
Big hitter. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Other than football, what's the best part about college
Um,
or university?
Probably just like being here with our friends.
Yeah.
You know, the restaurants here are they're fire and good food.
Okay.
Great training facility.
The girls.
Recovery.
I was about to get better too.
Yeah, I was hoping you were gonna say the girls.
Oh yeah, there's some pretty girls down here. Huh?
Yeah, I bet down those southern states. And how important is an athlete's public image and like the stuff they post on social media?
It's the most important thing.
I think definitely now with NIL, it's very important because you can really use your name, but back in the day, it probably really wasn't.
Yeah, nowadays it's super important. So the coaches keep us accountable on that.
Okay, this might be a stupid question though, but what is NIL?
Name, image, and likeness.
Oh, okay.
You just went right over his head.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah. So basically, we always like to ask that question because, like, it is really important. You look at all the guys, like nowadays, like they bring up stuff like 10 years down the road that happened to them, and it's like, oh, now it's getting brought up, and it ruins people's careers. It's not cool. And like Stacey Gage, we had on one time. He's a 5-star prospect too, and he said to us, "I don't post anything that I don't want my grandma to see," and it's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that is a good one. That is a very good one right there.
Yeah, if we post something that what you said, we post something, we like something.
Yeah, they be looking at our likes and all that too.
That tweet, that like will be in that team meeting in a heartbeat. And
you'll get called out in front of the entire team.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And what do you look for in a great coach?
Everything Coach Heupel has.
Be about what you said.
Okay.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Relationships with your coaches should always be like family, like you guys were saying, because like otherwise it's never going to work out because he's going to have his way, you're going to have your way, and you're never going to meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Do you have a team DJ or what do we find on your playlist?
We have the team DJ at like the games.
So yeah, but it's probably they just plug in music and on the speakers and we go work out.
Okay.
Do you guys have any
workouts? Just kind of like or listening to whatever. It's too early to be thinking about music at that time.
Yeah, true. Do you guys have like a go-to song you listen to before games? Is there like a pump-up song or?
No, I change it up every game. Like some games it'll be one genre and then the next will be a different genre.
Sometimes it'll be slow music. Sometimes it'll be jazz music.
Whatever we're feeling that day.
Okay. And fellas, I just want to thank you both very much for taking the time for us today and coming on and chat with us. Obviously, you know, we're big fans of you guys. We're big fans of Tennessee, and we wish you guys best of luck in your guys' careers, and you guys have fans of us for life.
Absolutely. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for having us.